This is not easy. This really isn't easy. Tottenham Hotspur have won a trophy. They've beaten Man United 1-0 in the Europa League final. I'm not going to lie to you. This is more GBFC, which is the extra channel, the more channel from the George Benson football channel, where I am a Chelsea fan. And yes, I do have a borderline hatred obsession with Tottenham Hotspur for negative reasons. I don't like Spurs. I never want to see them win anything, but they have. Ange Postecoglou, the man that wins trophies. You've heard it all on everyone's channels, on every pundit's lips. He does win things in the second season, doesn't he? And he said that he does. And to be fair to him, he's delivered. And it was not the kind of Ange Postecoglou Tottenham performance that you would expect. And look, in games like this, right, if you ever need to find your plan B, this is the game to do so. There are many Spurs fans that might look at Ange and be like, thank you for the trophy. Adios. Goodbye. We can't have another Premier League season like the one we've had this year. And I totally understand that. But I also think that winning that trophy might have just bought Ange some time. And when you look at this starting 11 here today, Vicario gets man of the match with an 8.1. Van de Ven with a 7.4. That incredible clearance. Romero, excellent captain's performance from him. I can't believe I'm even saying this, But Tottenham, they chose the game to actually dig deep. And this season, I've watched Spurs lose on countless occasions, and I'm like, what are you not figuring out here? Why can't you learn? And I'm happy about it, of course, but I'm like, how can you not see that you are the architects of your own downfall game after game after game? Yes, there's been an abundance of injuries. Yes, that is very unfortunate for Spurs that so many key players have been out. And even this game, look at the amount of players. Look at this injury list. It's literally 5 times longer than that of Manchester United, who had probably their 2 first-choice centre-backs out, but still, this is outrageous. 27% possession for an Ange Postecoglou side. 73% for Man United, but even still, Tottenham outperforming them when it comes to XG. 4 big chances for Man United. 3 shots to the 16 of Manchester United. It's outrageous what this is going to do to Manchester United. And I want to talk about that a bit today because I don't really want to spend too much time speaking about Tottenham. You're in the Champions League next season, and I actually can't stand it. I'm finding this so hard. Maybe I shouldn't even have bothered posting this video, but if I preview the final, I've got to do a review of the final, surely. But Spurs are going to be in the Champions League next year. I look at this squad, right? Let's take a look at their bench yesterday. There's a few great, good young players here. Matisse Tell, I don't think they're going to sign him permanently. Archie Gray, Jed Spence, I think are 2 good footballers. I think when they're played in the right positions, when they don't have so many injuries. Heung-min Son being on the bench, right? Tottenham's main man. I'll say it, credit to Ange Postecoglou for having the audacity, having the balls to drop him. Richarlison, not the best performance from him, 6.2. Brennan Johnson with the winning goal, a man that's actually saved Spurs on many occasions this season. Brennan Johnson with lots of goals. This was a game of football that just severely, severely lacked quality. And I think for Spurs, obviously now, having that extra money of the Champions League, having won a trophy, they're gonna absolutely be on the up as a result of that. They can't be any lower, really, in the Premier League. Otherwise, they'd be in the Championship. All right? For Man United, on the other hand, this is a disaster. Because if we just make this a little bit smaller and bring it over here a little bit more. Andre Onana, once again, like, when he was needed, didn't do anything, didn't make any saves, but then again, he didn't really have to. Mason Mount, this was such a poor performance from him. 71 minutes played. I don't think he made any of his tackles. Got 1 out of 1 dribbles. Like, okay, he won 6 out of 5 ground duels. But look, all in all, this was such a feeble Manchester United showing in a European final. For me, it's so alarming how you've actually got here Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, players that are supposedly top players that have delivered on the big stage before, but it was such a bad Man United performance. I don't even know where to begin, to be quite honest with you. And I mean, look, if you've got a problem with this is Rasmus Højlund, I'm sorry. I've never seen a striker so poor in the Premier League. Even Leicester, Jamie Vardy this season. Liam Delap. I don't think there's a worse striker in the Premier League than Rasmus Højlund. I mean that wholeheartedly. I've never seen someone this bad, let alone at Manchester United. It's absolutely outrageous. Onana, we know that he's got a poor record in European finals. He's lost every one he's played, I believe. But this is a Manchester United squad that, to be fair, I don't think they have anywhere to turn. Ruben Amorim has said that he's not going to quit. He said that if the fans in the club think that he's taken them as far as they can, then obviously he'll leave. I genuinely think he's asking to be sacked because he doesn't want to quit. And he won't take compensation because I genuinely think even Amorim feels sorry for the state of Manchester United. I believe he looks at what he's walked into. And as much as he backs himself, I give him credit for that, Ruben Amorim. But look, you didn't show up here for this final. The substitutions that he made, he brings Xerxes on, Garnacho, Dalot, Garnacho as well at the end of the game, posting on social media, his brother or whatever it was, posting about, because he missed that chance in the semi-final and then he gets 20 minutes in that final, but did nothing when he came on. He's done not really anything all season but complain. This is a Man United team full of players that because they play for Man United, they think they're better than they actually are. And the truth is, this is a team full of average footballers who are not very good, let alone to play for Manchester United. It's absolutely absurd. We've heard Jim Ratcliffe speak in recent months about how Man United is still going to be paying for transfer fees for players they already have at the club. So players that are either going to be sold this summer, players that are clearly not good enough for Manchester United. They're in the bottom 5 of the Premier League, let alone losing a European final. Their one get out of jail card that they had, and they didn't show up. It's not like we can say, Spurs were lucky. Tottenham was significantly better. No, they weren't. Tottenham were also awful. They defended really well. But Man United are atrocious, abysmal. I've never in my life seen a Man United team like this. It's absolutely absurd just how bad they are. Amad Diallo is a player I think is a decent footballer. Didn't show up. Mazraoui, Dorgu, these ratings do not tell the story. Bruno Fernandes did not play better than Mickey van der Ven. Casemiro wasn't better than Basuma or Bentancur. Manchester United, where do they go from here? If you're a Man United fan, honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm flabbergasted by just how poor the performance was. And I think, is the problem Ruben Amorim? Absolutely not. He's not had a summer. He's not had the team for even a whole season. The damage at Manchester United has been done internally for years and years and years. Awful recruitment, paying players stupid money that are really poor footballers. And financially, they got rats in the stadium, holes in the roof of the stadium. The Glazers have been doing such a poor job at managing the club for so long. Ineos and Ratcliffe have come in, and look, I don't see them being any better, to be quite honest. And maybe they've got some kind of plan. They've got Mateus Cunha coming in the summer. If you think Mateus Cunha signing for Man United is going to save that team, no, absolutely not. They need a whole new team. I think Lenny Yoro is a decent player. If you can cash in on Bruno Fernandes for 120 million from Saudi Arabia, sell him because he's got another season next year with no Champions League. He's getting older and older and older. Bruno Fernandes is already 30. Casemiro's 33. Those have got to go. Dorgu's a 20-year-old who, he might come good eventually. Mazraoui, I think he's an average player. Maguire's 32. Luke Shaw, I don't know if he'd get into a team in the Championship, I'm being honest. Mason Mount has been so unlucky with injuries. Højlund, we're playing League One. I'm not even kidding. Amad Diallo is exciting. But this is a team that needs a whole rebuild. This is a team that needs gutting from head to toe. And now they don't have European football. They have got to pay all this money for players that they've already got that are just clearly not worth any of the fees they paid for. They got Jadon Sancho at Chelsea, but maybe he's not. Wow. In my lifetime, I never thought I would see a Manchester United team in this much of a mess. But you know what? This was a 50-50. It was a knockout game of football. The winner takes it all. And it is about lifting trophies. And I'm a massive proponent in a footballing sense of I think winning trophies is what it's all about. You can see how much it means to Spurs fans at the end of the game, how much it means to Heung-min Son, who's been at the club for a decade. Credit for that, I guess. It's very hard for me to ever say anything positive about Tottenham Hotspur. I must admit. I'm finding this really, really hard today. I can't do it. I genuinely can't do it. But I think I'm going to post this video anyway. Because I think, all in all, right, Tottenham's season has been atrocious, but they've got out of jail. Man United are still in jail, and the keys have all... They've literally broken inside the lock. I don't know what Man United do from here. I really don't know what they do from here. Is the fact that they are Manchester United even relevant anymore? It's been so mediocre now for so long. Does it even matter that it's Manchester United? It does for Mateus Cunha. But, I mean, they should have tried to get even more business done before this. Because, we're playing Tottenham in the final. It's only Spurs. Should have tried to sign 6 or 7 players. I don't think you're going to get any after watching that. If I was a footballer looking at this Man United team, unless they buy the whole Real Madrid team, I'm not going there. Because I know that then I'm going to be the person who has to, pick up the pieces. They're going to be picking up the pieces for years. It could be irreversible at Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. It's a weird video. I'm sorry that I couldn't be less biased and more impartial. But it is what it is. It's a horrible day. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. But yeah, Tottenham 1, Man United 0. We move.